Hey Pile 1, welcome back. My name is Michelle. We're doing another pick a card love reading. We're tapping into the energies of you and your person's connection, and we're finding out what their thoughts and feelings are towards you at this time, and then also what their next move might be, okay? So just keep in mind it's a general reading, so whatever resonates, of course, take it, run with it. Anything that doesn't resonate, just leave that behind for the people for whom it does resonate. I do have personal readings available if you would like to book a reading specific to you and your person. Just check the description box below for booking details. There's a lot of $25 readings available in the specific person category, so go check them out. Okay, pile 1. Y'all were drawn to the Caribbean Calcite hearts. Let's see the overall energy they're in towards you. Okay, so we got Queen in the shadow aspect, and then we have hedonist or hedonistic in the upright position. Okay, so for the hedonist, I'm going to read the light attributes, and for the Queen, I'm going to read the shadow attributes. Okay, let's see. So it says here, inspires creative energy to embrace the good things in life, celebrates the beauty in yourself. And then Queen in the reverse says, becomes arrogant when authority is challenged, controlling and demanding. Interesting. This is kind of giving me I'm getting casual vibes from this coming from your person. This could be a situationship. Of course, like I said, this is a general reading, but this is coming through as something more casual, more situationshipy, okay? Friends with benefits. Even if you do have something more committed and, you know, quote unquote exclusive with your person, the energy that your person's in, it's at this point in time, well, of course, we're going to get into deeper, like their deeper energies, but what's presenting right now is something more casual, okay? Like they're only in it for the physical attraction part of it, like the sexual aspects of it, but we're going to see. For those of you that are the divine feminines in this connection, I am feeling like your person might be unknowingly or unconsciously, and this can happen a lot between, you know, feminines and masculines. The masculine energy in this connection might be unknowingly draining the feminine of her creative energy, okay? Harvesting her energy and not giving a whole lot back, okay? So let's see. We'll find out. I mean, your person's coming through pile 1, and they are definitely getting something of value from this connection, but it doesn't seem like they're giving a whole lot back, okay? That's pretty much the energy that's coming through. We'll see if what, you know, what their thoughts and their feelings are. Pile 1's person, show me your honest thoughts and feelings towards pile 1. No bullshit. Show me your honest thoughts and feelings towards pile 1. Right off the bat, we got love bombing and gaslighting. Okay, let's find out though. We're gonna get 6 of these cards total. Show me your honest thoughts and feelings towards pile 1. Look at that. Attachment, not love. This says confusing attachment for true love. Let's get a few more. Let's see what else comes out. Show me your honest thoughts and feelings towards pile 1, please. Now, this is an interesting one because this came out in kind of in the neutral. So it's like they kind of go back and forth between both energies. And what this says is, and it was kind of, I don't know if you saw it, but it came out more with the strictly sexual kind of coming out, but it didn't. Let me explain. When the cards fall this way, when they're kind of more in a neutral position, and I do pay attention to which side is more up than down, but I am going to note here that this person at this point in time, they are showing up in this energy of just wanting, like, just keeping the connection between the two of you very casual, strictly sexual, nothing more to it than that. But the fact that this came out kind of wonky lets me know that there is something a little bit more deeper, that maybe your person is having a hard time, or maybe your person is purposefully heading off, like, and it's funny that I said that because hedonist is here, that they're purposefully trying to, like, cut off, right? Like, it could be something more, and this is coming from your person's point of view, because the other side of that says more than just sex to me. Okay, so I am picking up that the makings of something for more is there, but for whatever reason your person's in this energy of just not, they don't want to take it there. They prefer to keep it strictly sexual. Now I am going to keep it here in the neutral position, just so I can remind myself. Okay, let's get 3 more. Your thoughts and feelings towards pile 1, please. I'm stalling to avoid taking action, which is interesting because that's actually kind of the opposite of love bombing and gaslighting. But I mean, that could be that that push-pull dynamic. Like, when it's on, it's really on, but when it's off, it's like ghosting, right? So maybe, you know, they use gaslighting and love bombing to get back in touch with you again. And here we have, we aren't right for each other. Let's get one more. This came out in the neutralized position too, and it was exactly neutral. So yeah, you know what? This is so strange, because it kind of feels like your person is acknowledging that it could be more than what it is now, but for whatever reason, they're just not wanting it, okay? They're not wanting anything more than the casual dynamic that there is to this connection right now. This says, do we have to get married though? But the other side says, let's spend more quality time together. So, pile 1, your person's thoughts and feelings towards you in the connection. Wanting to keep it casual. They're not looking for anything serious. I will say, at least with you, I don't know if there's any other third-party dynamics, or maybe they have like another more serious commitment out there. I'm not sure, but we're talking specifically with you, right? Like, they're not wanting anything serious with you, at least in this point in time, but they are acknowledging, or at least I'm picking up on the energies that are there, where it could be a lot more on your person's end. Like, I get that you're picking up it could be a lot more, but your person's energy is also coming through, you know, confirming that, acknowledging that yeah, it could be a lot more than something, you know, that's strictly sexual. And, you know, for whatever reasons, your person is not wanting more at this time with you in this connection, okay? Let's get started on clarifying what's going on with love bombing, or tell me more about love bombing, gaslighting. Tell me more about love bombing, gaslighting. Ooh, with the Lovers. You guys, tell me more. All right. And I will clarify to see what the actual intention is, but the love bombing, gaslighting part is coming through. Like, your person might be love bombing and gaslighting, giving you hope of a future. Now, I don't know if they're doing this directly, like if they are telling you, you know, that if you just hang on with them, that, you know, that they're not going to hold back a relationship from you at some point in the future. The fact that that's coming through as love bombing and gaslighting, though, you know, the energy of love bombing and gaslighting means that somebody is promising or presenting something that they either don't have the capability of giving and they know it, or they're biting off more than they can chew. So what I want to find out here is whether or not this person knows that what I want to find out here is this person promising something to you that they know they cannot or will not deliver on, okay? Show me your intentions here with pile 1 regarding this energy. Three of Swords in the reverse, which is actually, you know, that's not a bad energy here. So, I mean, it seems like your person's intentions, it's not that, okay, so it's not that they don't mean what they say. It might be coming from a space of your person biting off more than they can chew. Them promising something that they may not have the capability of, you know, producing. Or there might be even be an energy there, pile one, where your person, they may even want to give more to this connection. And they might even be, you know, quote unquote future faking, but they actually want that future. And at the same time, I feel like your person is, there is an element of gaslighting and love bombing there, where it's like they kind of know there's a big chance it's not ever going to happen, but they kind of future fake, love bomb, gaslight as a way to keep you holding on just in case. Okay, there is an element of of sincerity here. Okay, like, you know, they're not faking the fact that they feel the soulmate lovers bond energy with you. With the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, that's them, you know, not wanting to hold that back from you, but there's something that is keeping them from really giving their all. Okay, so yeah, with the Three of Swords in the reverse, they're not wanting to hurt you, so they're not doing this on purpose. Okay, there is some sincerity here, but it is love bombing and gaslighting, so there's an element of what they're doing that they are very conscious of, that they either know is more than likely not going to be the case. Okay, so that's just a heads up. Let's look at attachment, not love. Tell me more about attachment, not love. And that says limerent attachment. It says confusing attachment for true love. What's going on here? Ten of Cups in the reverse. What does this got to do with pile one? What does this got to do with pile one? I am sensing some confusion in your yeah, there's some confusion. They're trying to figure out okay, yeah. This is what they're asking themselves. Because they are feeling something more deeply with you. Like, your person may not have the I don't want to say the intelligence, like the emotional intelligence or the relationship intelligence to figure out that. I sense what's going on here, and let me clarify this, because I'm feeling like what they're sensing is a real connection and bond with you. What are you confused about? Okay, yeah. They're wondering whether or not if what they're feeling, is it real? Is it real love or is it attachment? This is coming from a place of confusion. Yeah, look at that with Two of Cups and the Wands. They're confused about whether or not you're the one. Yeah. So they're picking up on this bond that the two of you have. They're picking up on this authentic, true connection. And they're kind of in their heads about it. We don't have a lot of Swords energy except for the King of Swords in the reverse. There's just a lot of confusion here. They're not very clear on whether or not, basically what they're asking themselves is this really love or is this lust? Like, which one is it, right? I'll ask, what is it? Four of Pentacles in the reverse. What is it? That remains to be seen, honestly. We got the Hierophant in the reverse and then the Page of Swords. They're having a hard time seeing this connection very clearly because of the fact that it is not a traditional connection. This is heavy on situationship, right? Heavy on the friends with benefits, heavy on the casual side. And I am picking up on possible third party stuff here. So, I mean, you know, your person, and you would know about this, your person might either already be involved in a serious commitment or married or something like that. They're having a hard time seeing this connection clearly, okay? Well, you know, and like I said, take it or leave it. But the energies that are coming through, pile one, if you're asking yourself whether or not this is lust or love, you know, is this attachment or is it true love? There might be some mirroring going on between you and your person, because there, you know, and you might be asking the same questions, but I'm strongly getting the energies coming through, the energy of this connection itself, at least in this, like, in the energy that it's in now. It's leaning more towards attachment, okay, than it is. And I'm not saying that there's not an actual bond or a connection there, but it's the attachment part of it that is, you know, maybe messing everything up. And there's a difference between attachment and a bond, okay? Attachment's like this. If you can see my hands, I'm cutting off the flow because I'm clinging so hard to it, right? So hard to whatever it is, the person, the relationship, whatever. When a bond is like a lot, it's eased. It's more mutual, okay? You know, we're not clinging and we're not clutching, you know, holding on for dear life. It's more, you know, easy, come and go, right? And so it might help you if you know that you're in that attachment energy, whether, you know, you tend to be more of an avoidant or more of the anxious part of it, to maybe start working on releasing the attachment part of this. Now, if there is a bond and a connection, that's still going to remain, right? But, you know, when you work on releasing the attachment, it's like you're actually able to enjoy the bond and the connection itself more, okay? Attachments are toxic. Bonds are like the more healthy version of that, right? So we're going to move on. Let's find out what's going on here with this energy. The more than just sex to me and strictly sexual. What's going on with this energy here? Tell me more about this, please. High Priestess in the reverse. This almost feels like your person's doing this to their detriment with the High Priestess in the reverse. Tell me more about this energy here. The King of Pentacles. It could definitely be more, okay? It could definitely be more, and your person knows that. So, you know, I am picking up that there's a true actual bond and a connection between you and your person, but there's also an attachment that kind of is like running the show, okay? So I don't know if you know a lot about attachment styles, insecure attachment styles. If not, definitely go check it out. There's a book linked in the description box. I think it's called just Attached. And then there is my other channel where I teach you how to release attachments and release aversions, and, you know, so that way you're able to just see the bond and the connection for what it truly is. Attachments mess everything up, okay? So the video that addresses that is the releasing the want. So check that out, and that's how you can start to actually release the attachment to this person and this connection. All right, so you're no longer in either that avoidant energy towards your person or that anxious energy. But as far as like your person goes, with more than just sex to me, your person is knowing, like, yeah, the makeup for something more committed and more exclusive is there. And I am picking up on energies of your person kind of holding you in this connection at arm's length, because the more sexual energy or the more quality time they were to spend with you, the more serious it's just going to naturally evolve into something more serious. And your person, for whatever reason, it hasn't come out here what that reason might be, other than it says we aren't right for each other, and we'll clarify that in a minute. They're just not wanting anything committed with you or from this connection at this point in time. Okay, tell me more about I'm stalling to avoid taking action. We got the devil in the reverse. Yeah, see there. Okay, that is the hallmark. The devil just by itself is the hallmark of toxic attachment. Okay, your person is stalling to avoid taking action because they could literally become obsessed with this connection with you, especially if there's a sexual component to it, okay? So, you know, if your person is withholding communication, if they're not talking, if they're just, you know, showing up in ways that are very sporadic and spontaneous and just not, you know, setting dates with you and stuff like that, that feels very strategic, okay? They're doing that on purpose. They are cutting this connection off for the purposes of keeping it from going, you know, from very casual to very committed, because this connection, that there is a true bond here. There is an actual bond and a connection between your person. And if your person were just to allow it to run its course, it would just naturally evolve into something more exclusive and more committed, because I mean those feelings are there from your person. I just heard they're just as much into you as you are into them. Okay? And for whatever reason, just having something more committed with you at this point in time is just not something that they're wanting. So that's why they're stalling to avoid taking action, okay? They're withholding their energy, their time, their energy, their efforts, and their resources from you in this connection, because the more attention they focus in on you and on the connection, it's just a natural progression. It's just, they're going to fall more in love. They're going to want to progress things with you. And so they purposefully withhold their energies from you to keep that from happening. Let's find out more about why. Let's see. We aren't right for each other. Why is that here? Tell me more about we aren't right for each other. I will say your person is seeing your worth here. But with Queen in the reverse over here, this is like them purposefully ignoring that. It's not that I'm not picking up that they're not acknowledging it, but they're not sowing into it. They're not giving into it on purpose. We got the King of Wands, Five of Pentacles, the Tower. Wow. This is giving me energies of you wanting more from your person and from the connection than what they are wanting and willing to give at this point in time. That's what we aren't right for each other. You want different things from the connection. We got the Four of Wands in the reverse, the Four of Swords in the upright position, the Tower, and the Five of Pentacles. If this is something about this connection, if they were to give into it, if they were to sow into it, if they were to, you know, it would cause some kind of a Tower moment in their life, which would lead to the Five of Pentacles. Like, that's being left out in the cold. See, this is given heavy, like your person being with someone else. Your person being married, living with someone else, you know, or being in another committed relationship, or something about this connection with you, pile one, would cause your person somehow to lose everything. That's at least in your person's mind, okay? Now, if you know you're not in a third-party connection, or you know there's no third parties, your person's not married, they're not living with anybody, this is just your person. They're kind of like, what do they call that? They're in the mindset of worst case scenario. If I give in to pile one, we're gonna get married, we're gonna do this and do that, we're gonna move in together and blah blah blah, and that's like not, and then they like, and then we get married and move in, and then things don't work out, and then I lose everything. Pile one takes everything and stuff like that. It's that kind of an energy, okay? Again, general reading, so whichever camp you're in, if you know your person is in a third-party connection, then obviously if they were to sow more into their connection with you, they would have to sacrifice that other connection. And with the Five of Pentacles there, you guys, that's them losing everything. So, that's them losing money, them losing where they're living. It's that kind of energy. And that's pretty much across the board, whether your person's with you or not. Your person is equating like marriage with you or commitment with you or sowing everything they have into you and building with you with eventual loss, okay? So, yeah, take that for what you will. Let's see, do we have to get married though? And then the other one, it says, let's spend more quality time together. This is them kind of like... Okay, so pile one, this is letting me know that your person does want to spend more time with you. They do want to. Your person's problem with that, though, is just how this connection has a natural ability to create momentum in the direction of commitment, moving in together, marriage. And when I say a natural momentum, what I mean is... neither one of you are forcing it, right? It's just the natural progression. That's just the makeup of your guys' connection. There's a real bond and a connection there. You guys really do get along. You probably have amazing chemistry together. And it's like the more time your person spends with you, they're going to want to spend even more time and then more time with that. And then they're going to want to, hey, why don't you start moving some of your stuff in, and why don't we get married, and why don't we talk about, you know what I mean? It's like that. So they're purposefully they're avoiding that. For some reason, they equate loss with this, with doing that, with going that direction with you. Okay, tell me more about this energy here. We got the Queen of Wands and the Fool. So we had both the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands in the upright position. I mean, yeah, you guys are... There is this energy here where there's like a perfect match of energy. They're very attracted to you, very drawn to you. Tell me more about the Fool. There's a Two of Pentacles. Yeah, they're having to choose. It's two different paths, okay? This is the problem. If they were to choose this connection, or the path that leads to you, the path where you are on it, and the two of you are spending a lot of quality time together, they would have to sacrifice something else. It's almost like they would have to lose everything. And your person is trying to be very discerning about it. They are very much in the King of Wands energy towards you, or just Wands energy towards you, pile one. Very attracted to you, very motivated towards you, very drawn to you. And they're employing that's a Knight of Swords. They are employing their Knight of Swords energy to kind of help cut that off, to subdue that energy towards you. There's a lot of fire and passion and desire towards you. That's definitely there. And there's something about starting a new path with you, a new beginning. And with the Fool here, that means like that's a whole new different path. Like they're leaving their past behind. Again, that's that Five of Pentacles energy coming through. They're trying to be very discerning about it. That's why they're not wanting anything more serious with you at this point in time, because they're feeling like choosing you and choosing this connection and going all in and stuff like that requires a huge sacrifice from them on their part. And it doesn't seem like whatever that sacrifice is, whether it's a whole other connection with someone else, or it could just be a lifestyle, okay? With the Devil that came up earlier, it could be maybe like an addiction or what have you. They're equating sacrifice with this connection, okay? You might know what that is. And so, I mean, they're purposefully doing what they can to stop that from happening. All right, we're going to find out now what their action is more than likely going to be towards you in the connection. Show me your most likeliest of actions. Seduction in the reverse. That's interesting. Your most likeliest of actions. Let's see. We got talking. Lightning. And we'll find out what that's all about. Okay, so with seduction here, and it's in the reverse, okay? So it's in the upright position, it says attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third-party interference. And so with that being in the reverse, it feels like them on purpose, like I said, we had that King of Wands energy, or just wand energy in general, and then we had that Knight of Swords kind of cutting that off, right? And so their action is to withdraw or withhold their passion from the connection itself, okay? Trying to get into more of a clear headspace about really what to do with the connection. We have talking here. It says interested, conversing more. Awaited text message arrives. Text, call, email, hoovering. And then we also have lightning. I don't know how long it's been since you and this person have talked, but there is kind of an element of being surprised of some kind of a communication from this person actually popping up. With the fact that we have talking here and it's not love call, so this feels very like it's not going to be something overly passionate. It's not going to be something overly affectionate. Let's find out what direction is this going in. What's lightning? What's happening here with lightning? Tell me more about lightning. 10 of Cups. I'll be honest, whatever this communication coming in, it might be disappointing for you to receive. Give me a second, you guys. Let me check my phone. Okay. Sorry, my kids are at school today, and I just want to make sure that their school's not contacting me. Okay, yeah. So the Page of Swords has come out twice. It's very possible you might hear from this person online through social media. You know, it could be text, I guess. This is more of a text that seems like it's coming through. But I'll be honest, pile one. Whatever this is, it feels like it's not going to be... Not that it's not going to be welcome, but there is an element of disappointment coming through. With the Three of Swords in the upright position here, it might even break your heart. It might, you know, definitely disappointment between the Page of Swords and the Three of Swords. That's you know, that's not good news. For some of you, you know, this is literally going to be heartbreaking, okay? With the Ten of Cups here, and that is clarifying lightning. You know, your person might tell you, or you might find out online that they're engaged or they're married or they're starting a family with somebody else, okay? If you don't follow this person online or you don't check their social media, this is them letting you know through some kind of communication that's what's going on, okay? Essentially what your person is letting you know is that they picked a path, and the path that they picked isn't going to be the one that has you on it, okay? Bad news for those of you that feel triggered, for those of you that are hurting right now, I totally understand. Please go visit that video of mine that's on my other channel, because it helps to process hurt and pain like that. It helps to get it out of your system, okay? Grieving is completely natural. Feeling hurt and painful, completely natural. And it's very important not to allow yourself to get stuck there. Okay, so if you don't know how to, properly, efficiently grieve something so that you eventually are able to, get over it and happily move on, again, check that video. It's called Releasing the Wands. It's going to help you process that heartbreak, that pain, whatever triggers may have come up. But yeah, so I'm seeing where this love bombing and gaslighting is coming in, because I feel like your person already knows. This is heavy third party energies coming through, okay? Heavy third parties. They already know they're gonna probably more than likely choose the other person, okay? For those of you where your person doesn't have a third party, they're not with anyone else right now, there's just something about them choosing family, or you, this is going back to that, like, we're not right for each other. There's just something about them not really being able to see how a happily ever after is gonna happen. Right now, I don't know if this is your person being like a classic avoidant, dismissive avoidant, what the case may be, but it's just them saying, it's like, yeah, like that's not going to happen, right? They may literally choose family over you in this connection, whether that family is romantic based or not. Okay, I hope that makes sense. All right, you guys, I'm going to end your reading here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me again today. If this reading resonated, be sure that you're smashing the like button for me. It's a wonderful way to energetically donate to the channel. Comment below, let me know what pile you picked, let me know how it resonated, and become part of the family by hitting that subscribe button along with the notification bell so you don't miss a reading or an upload. All right, pile 1, I'll see you guys at your next pick a card love reading. Bye guys. Hi pile 2, welcome back. My name is Michelle. We are doing another pick a card love reading. We are tapping into the energy of you and your person's connection, and we're finding out their thoughts and their feelings towards you and the connection, along with the action that they're more than likely to take, like the next action they're more than likely to take. Okay, you guys? Just keep in mind, it's a general reading, so if it resonates, keep it, run with it. If anything doesn't resonate, just drop it and leave it behind for the people that it does. I do have personal readings available for those of you who want something more specific to you and your person's situation. Just check the description box below. There's a lot of $25 readings available in the specific person category, so go check them out, okay? All right, pile 2, you guys chose the beautiful, let's see, this is red jasper and hematite heart. All right, let's find out what your person's overall energy is towards you. We got 2, and they are both in the shadow position. Okay, so we got seeker. The shadow attribute says inability to commit to a path once found. Okay, and then damsel in the reverse, or in the shadow position, says waiting for a night to provide for you, waiting for a night to provide for you, seduction by romantic illusion. Man, these are some difficult energies. I will say pile 1 was very difficult as well, and it could very well be because of the, we're coming right out of a dark full moon, not full moon, a dark new moon, which, a dark moon is when there's 2 new moons in 1 month. It's rare. It happens like once every 2 or 3 years. So there's a lot of stuff happening right now, and we're in Mercury retrograde until December the 15th. This is a timeless reading, but it's just there's some difficult aspects happening. There's a lot of shadow aspects, I feel like, that are being pulled to the surface. So if you are in a difficult space regarding your connection with your person, I will help you. I will provide some resources and stuff for you. I won't just, tell you that, give you bad news and then just leave you, in your pain. If pain is what comes up, I'll definitely share some resources to help you kind of sift through the baggage, if any comes up. Okay, because the energy that's coming through, that your person's overall, when it comes to this connection, There's definitely a Peter Pan syndrome kind of coming through. There's an escapism that's coming through. I mean, it says right there with seeker in the reverse, inability to commit to a path once found. And so your person is definitely in a space with you in this connection pile too, where they're not looking for anything serious with you at this time. Now, I don't know if that is like a general energy that they're in. They're just not looking for anything serious, period, or if that is specific to you. We'll find out as we delve more into the reading, okay? And so a lot of this could be coming up from, this could be something unconscious, because with your person, damsel, I keep hearing damsel in distress, okay? This could be a subconscious part of your person that they're struggling with. They're looking for someone to save them basically from themselves, okay? If your person is a masculine energy and you are the feminine pile too, your person is basically deactivated when it comes to their own masculine, and they're in their feminine energies. And so if you are in your feminine energy and your person's in their feminine energy, there's a lack of polarity there. And so when two people are in the same energy, it's going to cause, what do they call that? It's like you repel each other, right? Attraction happens when you have one person that's in their masculine, you have the other person that's in their feminine, and that's what causes attraction, okay? That's what causes the union. And so your person feels like, you know, I'm definitely picking up on energies here where there's a strained connection here. The two of you may, more than likely, are not on the best of terms. You may not even be talking at this point in time. Your person is looking for somebody to save them from themselves, okay? You know, and that's one of those things that people seek that they'll never actually find. The only person that can save someone from themselves is them, right? All right, we're going to dive a little bit more. The dominant energy your person's in is they're not choosing this connection. They're very indecisive about it. Let's find out. There could be some Libra energy there coming through, but like in the detriment, right? I don't want to say unevolved, but it is what it is. You know, there's evolved and unevolved aspects of every sign. Well, here we got, okay, so this is coming out in the neutral position. There may be a past heartache that your person is going through. It says you got me over my ex in the third party, whichever. And then it also says I'm not over the ex or the third party. And so there may be pockets of time when your person, you know, feels like they're done with the third party or their ex, or they're over the third party of the ex and they're happy with that and blah, blah, blah. And then there'll be times when, you know, they're not, right? So we'll find out more. Your thoughts and feelings towards pile 2, please. Huh. And there it is. There's the love triangle right there. Okay. This is carrying energies of your person having a difficult time letting someone else go. Okay. We got I'm scared shitless. This says not quite what I'm looking for in a life partner. There's avoidant. Okay. Your person's showing up in a very avoidant attachment energy. We're going to get one more. So when I'm picking up pile 2, look at this. It says unconcerned and focus on self. Okay. I'm just going to be honest. Again, you know, I'm not going to just share some bad news with you and then leave you to deal with it. But, you know, I'll give you what's coming through. Your person, what they're looking for is someone to save them from themselves in terms of the pain that they're feeling from not being with a third party, like someone other than you or an ex, right? Like they were hoping that you and this connection were going to get them over an ex. And there are points and times when you know, they feel like you have. But then I don't know if it's maybe in your absence, or I'm not sure. But, you know, the fact of the matter is that they're not going to be able to get over their ex unless they properly grieve it, right? Properly grieving a past relationship doesn't happen until you allow yourself to, you know, you're not trying to distract yourself from it by partying or, you know, just jumping into another relationship. All of that stuff does is it tries to mask and just distance from the pain, but the pain is always going to be there until it is faced and felt. Your person has not fully dealt with the pain of losing someone else. Okay, they haven't properly grieved their ex, the loss of their ex, or the loss of their marriage, or something like that. And so, with scared shitless here, and I will clarify that, but that feels like that is attached to the ex. And so a lot of what's coming through pile 2 is that, you know, they were basically, I don't want to say using, but they were hoping that this connection with you would get them over the ex for good. And it may have, like, maybe at the very beginning, you know, when things between you and your ex, or when you and your person were new. But then as the novelty, the newness wore off, you know, the pain that they did not process and face came back up, right? Because, and I'm hoping, I know it's difficult to not make this personal about you. I know it can be difficult to be like, you know, well, if I was good enough, or if I was pretty enough, or if I was this, that, and the other, then I would have gotten them over the ex, right? But that's not how it works. There may have been, the fact that your person is showing up as you know, with an attachment style lets me know that they had an attachment, or have an attachment. It feels like it's still there. They have an attachment, a toxic attachment to their ex that hasn't been properly, like, grieved, hasn't been properly, you know, because it's hard to explain, you guys. And you're going to understand what your person is going through when you go through the process yourself of releasing a toxic attachment, maybe to this person, right? Attachments don't make sense. You're logically and in your mind, you know that someone isn't good for you, that things between the two of you didn't work, that, you know, what have you, right? And logically, common sense wise, you know that it would never work. And attachments are born from a wounded inner child, a wounded ego, just, you know, abandonment wounds, attachment issues, and they don't make sense to the logical mind. They just don't make sense at all. And so, you know, it's not that you weren't good enough. It's not that, you know, they didn't think you were pretty enough or anything like that, or that they, you know what I mean? They didn't release the attachment. They didn't grieve properly. They didn't address the underlying wound. So, you know, whatever the case may be, what's coming through is, you know, they had a lot of fun with you, and they did feel a connection and maybe even a bond to you enough to where temporarily they were able to escape from the pain they were feeling from having lost or broken up with their ex, okay? And when they're not active in that connection, or when things go bad between you and your person, or maybe you just, you know, the newness wore off and you just kind of settle into the natural groove of things, that's when, like, those ghosts from the past seem to pop up with your person, okay? Let's find out. Let's see what's going on with, let's see, you got me over my ex, a third party, but it also says I'm not over them. Okay, yeah. What's up with this energy? Tell me more about this here. Four of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like you know about this. They may have even told you about it. have sensed it with the High Priestess here. This is also your person kind of knowing, always knowing in the back of their mind, that the ex is always there. The feelings for the ex is always there. This is your person knowing and realizing that they haven't allowed themselves to fully heal from having lost the ex, right? Tell me more about the Nine of Cups in reverse. Yeah, this feels like, okay, so I don't think, it's not that you got them over the ex or the third party, you were kind of a distraction from it. They were having fun with you. The two of you probably had a really good time together, maybe even some really great chemistry. And they may have been overindulging in that with you as a way to try to emotionally distance themselves from the pain they were feeling from having lost the relationship with their ex. But you can only distract yourself from the pain for so long. It always pops back. It always comes back. And so, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if they spent a lot of time with you in the beginning and then all of a sudden it's just like they started to check out. That's why. Because there for a minute, they were experiencing the relief of not constantly thinking about their ex and stuff like that. But then they got, you know, like I said, there just came a point where they weren't able to run away from it for much longer, okay? The pain of losing their ex just always seemed to pop up. And unless your person allows themselves to grieve and heal properly from it, that's always going to be there. You know, that's just the nature of an attachment, you know. It doesn't matter how right you can be for them or somebody else that they meet. It doesn't matter how right it is. It's like attachments just don't make sense. And until your person heals the attachment, they're always going to be stuck in this loop of, you know, thinking about the ex, feeling nostalgic about the ex, wishing things could have been different and blah, 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 blah. Your person, I'll be honest with you, Pile 2, has not moved on from the ex yet. And they won't until they allow themselves to actually grieve and heal from it, okay? It seems like they're doing a lot of dissociating or trying to dissociate. They could be doing a lot of partying. They could be doing a lot of dating. They could just be, you know what I mean? And so, we're not going to clarify love triangle. That's pretty self-explanatory. But I do want to find out what's going on with Scared Shitless. They're afraid of the pain. They're afraid of facing the pain of having lost their ex. This is a third party reading pretty much, you guys. I'm so sorry. Like what's coming through from your person, like it says here, they're unconcerned about you and this connection and they're focused on themselves, okay? It feels like they're being faced, or I mean, you know, this may be something where they have been faced with the reality that them and their ex are not going to be together anymore. There is no future. They may have lost, you know, which is a good thing. It's good to lose hope in, you know, in a connection ever having worked out, because that's what helps you to finally work on dissolving the abandonment wound, the attachment wound, you know, things of that nature. And it seems like your person is just, they're scared shitless of having to face a possible future without the third party in it, okay? But let's see. I'm scared shitless. Tell me more about that. King of Pentacles in the reverse. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot that they're having to walk away from, at least in your person's mind, okay? With the King of Pentacles in the reverse and being clarified by the Five of Pentacles, this could be your person losing a business, losing a house, losing a place of residence, being evicted, being kicked out. And it could just, you know, Five of Pentacles also carries the energy of just feeling abandoned, okay? And this is your person feeling, you know, scared of having to really face that abandonment wound, okay? And so that's just kind of what they're dealing with right now. And the fact that we got the Emperor at the bottom of the deck, you know, your person actually allowing themselves to face the loss of hope of ever having the ability to work things out with the ex is actually, if they allow it, right? If they allow themselves to heal and to really face, and they stop, you know, messing around in connections that only serve to distract them from the pain. If they face the pain, that will turn them from going to this King of Pentacles energy in the reverse into the Emperor. But it's the process of going through that is, because that's what they're having to face. They're having to face basically the void, the abandonment wound itself, the attachment wound itself. And your person is scared of doing that because that's going to require them to really dive deep into the pain. And they're afraid of doing that. Okay. Tell me more about not quite what I'm looking for in a life partner. Tell me more about that. Yeah, you know, again, just being honest, pile two, you're not the one that they're wanting to start something new with. Like, your person knows they're needing to start, you know, a whole new life path. And I don't know, we'll find out. We got the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Why is this, though? Why is the Fool in the reverse regarding this? It just, there's something about you and maybe the way you look at things. I don't know if maybe you guys have different, like, religious views or just different views on spirituality. You know, I'm just going to be honest, pile two. For where your person is concerned, your person just doesn't feel like you're the one. What's the Four of Pentacles in reverse here? This is carrying the energies of them letting you go with the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. This is why they're letting you go, because they're getting really they're getting real with themselves, that the kind of life that they're wanting, like, it could just be something like after they go through, you know, actually the pain and stuff like that, there's something fundamentally different. There's some kind of fundamental difference between you and your person. This is like a fundamental difference in core values that your person isn't, they're like, it would never work out between pile two and I. You know, this could be differing political views, religious views, just different kinds of moral standards and stuff like that. And it's like, it just wouldn't work long term, right? And, you know, that's kind of why your person's letting go. We're not going to talk about avoidant attachment or unconcerned and focus on self. But what we are going to do now is find out what your person's actions are going to be towards you, if any, okay? The most likeliest of actions that they're going to be taking, the next action. Your next action towards pile two at this time. Healing heart. Next action towards pile two. Karmic relationship. Lightning, and we'll find out what's going on with lightning. Okay, I'm going to clarify first. Okay, so we have healing heart, karmic relationship, and we have lightning. So healing heart says healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or toxic addiction. Karmic relationship says fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving you. And then it says lightning, so sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. So whatever their next action towards you is going to be somewhat like unexpected, okay? Something that you're not going to see coming, but we'll find out what that is. Tell me about healing heart for your next action towards pile two. Tell me more about healing heart. Your next actions towards pile 2. We have 7 of Cups in the reverse. You know, they're more than likely are going to end things with you, pile 2. We got 7 of Cups in the reverse, and this is them like wanting to make things clear. They don't, you know, if they haven't, or if they have, I mean, yeah, it says something here about them not choosing a path, right? If they've kind of kept you in limbo, if they've been confusing you about like their lack of efforts and stuff like that, like their next action, when it comes to you and the connection, is to do their part in healing just overall, but that's also going to require them to put an end to their connection with you. Because your person is seeing and realizing that, you know, they're using, you know, you and other connections similar to yours and dating and partying and stuff like that as a way to distract them from being able to heal from past hurts, right? Tell me more about karmic relationship. This feels more like it's unconscious, like their next action could very well trigger you, okay? And actually, let me clarify, because it feels like karmic and lightning are together with the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse in the Chariot. Oh. This is carrying energies of they might actually return. Let me see, who is this? Because we have an ending here. Okay, we got the 10 of Swords here, clarifying the 7 of Cups in the reverse. So there's definitely them getting very clear on an ending, okay? Now we got the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse, clarifying karmic relationship and lightning. Yeah, this feels like them going back to that ex, you guys, are trying to go back to the ex. And with the High Priestess here, you kind of felt it coming. You kind of felt it coming. Yeah, this is them going back to the ex or trying to work things out with the ex, ending things with you. That's kind of what it's, yeah, with the Hierophant in the upright position now at the bottom of the deck. This could be them with the Hierophant there. You know, they might try to, like, if they're married to that person, they might try to work it out. They might try to maybe get married to that person. Yeah, we're not going to spend too much more time on that because yeah. You guys, if this triggered you at all, if it hurts you in any way, shape, or form, please go check out that video that I mentioned. It's linked in the description box below. It's called Releasing the Wants, okay? That's going to help you I was going to say to release, but what just came up is reverse, okay? Reverse any kind of attachments that you might have on your person, because if they're showing up in this connection as the avoidant, it's very likely that, you know, unless you're a secure attachment style, then yeah, this isn't going to be the best news. But if you're somebody that leans more towards either anxious attachment or fearful avoidant attachment, this is hurting, right? This is painful news. And you know, there is a way that you can reverse attachments and heal attachment wounds. And that method, the way that you do that is through the video that I just mentioned, Releasing the Want. So, you know, if this triggered any kind of pain, if you're feeling like, you know, the wind just got knocked out of you, or however it may be, definitely go check out that video, okay? It's going to help you to release it and really dissolve those triggers. When I say dissolve, I mean they're not going to be there anymore. It's going to help you to move on from this person and this connection in a way where you're actually happy, okay? You're happy, you're free, and you're looking forward to the future. Okay. But of course, again, yeah, there's going to be moments of grieving. You got to allow yourself to grieve the loss of, whatever you were hoping this connection with this person was going to be. Um, and the process of doing that, like I said, you just don't want to get stuck there. You don't want to set up camp there and live there. You want to be able to move through those feelings and move through those triggers and dissolve those attachments, so that not only are you not feeling that way towards this person, but if you heal your attachment wound, you're not going to continue to attract or manifest other connections that mirror that attachment wound back to you. I hope that makes sense. All right, you guys, we're going to end the reading there. Thank you so much for hanging out with me again today. If this resonated at all, please make sure you are smashing the like button for me. It's a wonderful way to energetically donate to the channel. Comment below. Let me know what pile you picked. Let me know how it resonated. Hit that subscribe button to become part of the family, as well as a notification bell so you don't miss a reading or an announcement. And I will see you guys at your next pick a card love reading. Bye, guys. Hey, pile 3, welcome back. My name is Michelle. We're doing another pick a card love reading. This one is about your person's thoughts and feelings towards you and the connection, as well as what their next move is more than likely to be at this time. Okay, so just a heads up, you guys, the energies have been super harsh, full of blunt truths. I think it has something to do with the energies that's going on in the cosmos right now. We're just out, like a couple days out from the rare black new moon in Sagittarius. So a lot of people's shadows and shadow attributes are being triggered and presenting at this point in time. We're also in Mercury retrograde till December the 15th. Now, this is a timeless video, but I'm just kind of letting you know, these are the energies that seem to be, that most people are in and most connections are in. So whatever energy pops out here, whatever the status is, however your person is presenting or not presenting, if whatever comes up triggers anything within you that is painful, I'm not just going to drop some bad news on you and then leave you hanging. I'm going to help you out. I will definitely share some resources, some things that you can do to process whatever comes up. Okay, I got your back. I definitely got your back, all right? So just keep in mind, you guys, it's a general reading, so whatever resonates, take it. If anything does not resonate, you can drop it, leave it behind for the people for whom it does. I do have personal readings available. If you would like for me to tap exclusively into the energy of you and your person's connection, just check the description box for booking details. There are a lot of $25 readings available in the specific person category. Okay, so we're going to get right into it, you guys. You were drawn to the Bumblebee Jasper heart. Bumblebee Jasper. And the overall energy your person is towards you at this time now, showing up in the shadow attribute. So we have goddess, but the shadow attribute. So it says exploitation of the female nature and form. So heavy on the user energy here. And I just heard user, and then what word starts with A and rhymes with use, right? I picked up on that energy as well. I got to be careful with, YouTube, but definitely some shadow. We'll find out what's going on here. Definitely in a user energy. This is, I'm picking up on a lot of masculine, unhealed, I should say, masculine energies that are actually, they're deactivated in their masculine energies, and so they're showing up in their feminine, but because it's not their dominant energy, they're actually stealing, feminine energies from feminines, which can be very detrimental to a feminine energy. And so that's kind of just what they're showing. They're kind of showing up in vampire, energetic vampire energy. Let's see, pile 3's person. Your true, honest thoughts and feelings towards pile 3. Look at that. Keeping my options open. Your true thoughts and feelings. We got trust issues here. I like things where they're at. Look at that. Always checking your social media. Done with third parties. That's funny because we got done with third parties, but keeping my options open. Let's get one more. Your true thoughts and feelings towards pile 3, please. So this is kind of carrying the energies. Look at that. And it says, you're the best thing that's ever happened to me. So we're going to find out what's going on with your person. This can be someone who doesn't have a problem being exclusive with you. And it's something about commitment, okay? They don't have a problem being exclusive and just seeing you, but there's something about putting a label on it that your person is not wanting to do, okay? We'll find out what's going on here. You make your person happy, pile 3. You really do. And it's the trust issues that are causing your person to keep themselves from fully surrendering to the connection, okay? With the fact that we got Goddess in the reverse, and it says they're exploiting the female nature and exploiting feminine energy in the form. They have no problem. Like, what's coming through pile 3 is your person didn't have any problem just kicking back and letting you do all the work, okay? Which is, if you are the divine feminine, pile 3, then that's not the way it's supposed to be, okay? It's supposed to be, you know, equal, right? The way feminine and masculine energy works, masculines, you know, they sow the seed, and then, you know, feminine energy being the soil, you know, feminines take the seed and they multiply it, right? But your person's not doing any sowing. All they're doing is harvesting. And so, you know, if they're not giving anything and you're doing all of the work, then that automatically puts you in the masculine energy position. And it's just, what do they call that? It's not a perversion of it, but it's just, it's not the right expression. You know, them not being in their masculine is forcing you to have to be in your masculine, which isn't your dominant energy. And so it just, it's causing, what's that word that's wanting to come through? It's not a healthy expression on either end. If the word comes through, you know, I'll spit it out. Tell me more about keeping my options open for your thoughts and feelings towards pile 3 at this time. Why is this here? I just heard in case things go wrong. But with the 8 of Cups, this is like they're keeping their options open. This is where the trust issues are coming. They're keeping their options open in case you leave them. Trust issues. Your person might have an abandonment wound, pile 3, that they have not healed, they have not addressed. Tell me about trust issues. This is why they're going really slow. We got Knight of Pentacles in the upright position. I will say the Knight of Pentacles in the upright position, although it is slow, it is progress, right? Tell me more about trust issues. They're very slow, but progress, okay? So, I mean, that's some good news. It's a heck of a lot better, you know, energy than what I was picking up from pile. I mean, obviously, it's not the best energy, but compared to pile 1 and pile 2, pile 3, your person is in a much, the energy's coming through here is a lot better. The messages are not as heavy, and it's not, you know, I'm not saying it's the best news, but it's also not the worst news, which I was getting in pile 1 and pile 2. Your person's in this energy, pile 3, of being willing to see where things can go, which is why, and you know, they are seeing the connection for what it is, because although it is showing up in the reverse position, we do have Goddess here, right? So they are seeing the potential for what this connection is. they're seeing the ability of this connection itself can really blossom and develop into something very powerful and very beautiful. And they have trust issues. It's almost like, even though that energy hasn't come out, because I do have a card that says 1 foot in and 1 foot out, your person actually is not in that energy. That's why it hasn't come out. Your person is more in an all-in mentality when it comes to this connection, and they want that door cracked for options just a little bit. It's almost like a safety thing with your person, okay? A self-preservation thing because of these trust issues. What's coming through with the trust issues is an abandonment wound. Your person is afraid of being left, right? And so they always want to kind of keep that door cracked a little bit just in case things fall apart, okay? And at the same time, they are recognizing the connection and the bond for what it is, and that's something that is strong and healthy, right? They're noticing that the two of you do have a bond and a connection that could actually lead to something beautiful, but they're wanting to go slow. This is like baby steps, like micro baby steps. Like they're gonna give a little. You know what I mean? Like there is, so the Six of Pentacles, it's not necessarily that they're doing it on purpose, that they're allowing you to show up and do all the work. This is almost your person that's coming from a place of insecurity. Okay, it's not that your person doesn't want to show up, but your person almost has this fear, like, if I totally surrender to this connection, what if I give everything and then for whatever reason pile 3 decides that they don't want anything to do with me anymore. So it's almost like a little, it's giving me the energies of like, animals that may have been like abused or, trigger warning, right? But I'm just talking about, like, I'm equating it to something. It takes a lot, baby steps to regain the trust of an animal where, it's been hurt. Right? And this is kind of where your person is at. And so I don't know if they have trust issues, if they stem all the way back into childhood where, they couldn't trust their caregivers, or, and that could have very well created a pattern where they got into relationships with people that kind of mirrored those patterns. And so your person is kind of like, they see that you're offering them something good, and it's like, yeah, it looks good, and it smells good. And it might, but what if, I'm being tricked again? It's that kind of energy. Like, what if I, open up all the way and then, I'm telling you, I feel like your person may have had some dealings with people in the past, pile 3, that may have, dangled something pretty and promising to them. And then once they got, your person close enough, they hurt your person somehow. Okay. Your person's been hurt somehow. I'm really picking up on that, hurt and abused, animal, puppy, kitten, whatever. And the fact that they're coming through as puppies and kittens is letting me know this does stem back to childhood, okay? Your person has a wound that goes all the way back to childhood. They may have been bullied by their parents or by siblings or at school or something like that. And so they're very slow to trust, okay? Very slow of equal give and take, but at least that's there. They want to do that, and they have trust issues doing it too fast. They want equal give and take within the connection. So it's not necessarily pile 3 that your person is just sitting back and being lazy and carefree and just letting you do all the work. That's where they're comfortable at right now until they see that they can trust you, okay? That's kind of where they're coming. We'll find out what they mean by I like things where they're at. They're comfortable where they're at right now, okay? Not to say that they don't want anything more with you. I'm actually picking up pile 3 that your person does. They do want something more with you. Again, they're in this energy of being okay with not dealing with anyone else. It says here they're done with third parties. They are, with always checking your social media, I'll find out what that's about. If, I can see why they would be doing that with you if the two of you are not in communication for whatever reason. If you're not, they're keeping tabs on you, right? If you are in communication with your person's checking your social media to see, are you flirting with other people, pile 3, or, if other people are flirting with you, how are you handling that? your person may have been cheated on the past, you know, cheated on, or just they've got trust issues when it comes to these kinds. It just may be trust issues in general. But let's see. I like things where they're at. Tell me more about that. They're a little bit closed off when it comes. Yeah, they're a little bit closed off with the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Not to say that the feelings aren't there. I'm picking up on that the feelings are there, pile 3, and they're not being very expressive or open or vulnerable with them at this point in time. They're in a comfort zone right now. Okay. Yeah, with the Five of Swords here, clarifying that is a little bit of self-defeat. Your person is kind of, you know, this is carrying some energies of self-sabotage. Yeah. Four of Wands at the bottom, Four of Wands in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. You know, in this energy, this is letting me know that your person, they know they could be a lot more happier. They know this connection could be a lot more than what it is currently, and their trust issues are so acute that it's almost like they know that they could be sabotaging this connection. They know they can, and it's almost like they can't stop themselves. They cannot make themselves act outside of that comfort zone. Okay, at least at this point in time. Again, it's that Nine of Pentacles in the upright position and the Six of Pentacles. Very slow progress, but it is progress. Okay, tell me more about always checking your social media. Yeah, with the Tower in the reverse here and then the Nine of Swords in the reverse, this is giving me energies of your person just wanting to make sure where your head and your heart is at. Are you flirting with anyone else? Are you, you know, if other people seem to be flirting with you, are you engaging with that? Like, how are you behaving on social media? They're trying to get a sense, you know what I mean, of your true intentions, pile 3. I'm telling you, your person, they've had some kind of an experience in the past, and maybe it could have even been multiple, where they trusted someone. They opened up, and that person just crapped all over them. Okay? And so your person is very they're in this hyper vigilant energy here where they're just making sure that they're not going to get their heart broken and stomped over all over again. Yeah, and then we got the Four of Swords showing up at the back of the deck. I mean, you guys might be taking a break from this connection at this point in time. Tell me more about done with third parties. Yeah, done with third parties. That's like for the foreseeable future being clarified by the Three of Wands here. They don't have a problem being exclusive. They have a problem like the commitment part of it though, and putting more of their energy into it. Okay? They're happy with you, pile 3. And they're afraid of letting down their guard, only, you know, getting used to this connection with you. They're afraid of getting used to you, getting used to this connection, you know, building daily habits and routines with you, and then for you to just turn around and just walk away. Okay? Is there anything you want to add for you're the best thing that's ever happened to me? Tell me more. We got the Page of Wands here. You keep things really fun. You keep things very light with your person. You don't put a lot on them. And that may be, pile 3, because you know that your person has trust issues and why they have trust issues and where they stem from. That Page of Wands too is carrying, I just heard best friends. Which for some reason is really important to your person. You may even remind them of like a best friend from childhood or something like that. They feel really good when they're with you. And I just heard that they don't, it's not that they're wanting to sabotage it, but it's just, it's that wounding. They're having a really hard time letting go and surrendering to this connection. King of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, they got there's some confidence and self-esteem issues coming through from your person. Trust issues. Very insecure energy here. That might be them coming through too. Like, you know, them almost asking themselves the question, like, what does pile 3 see in me? Like, pile 3 is the best thing that's ever happened to me, but, you know, why is pile 3 even with me? Your person has, yeah, definite trust issues, self-esteem issues, self-confidence issues. That's why they're going at a snail's pace here. But again, we got the Six of Pentacles showing at the back of the deck. They want to be able to have equal give and take. They want to give more into this connection, but they're afraid of, like, you know, what if it's not enough for you, right? That's kind of the energy that they're in. What we're going to do now is find out their next action that they're more than likely to take. There's the dragonfly. It says, be lighthearted. Finding out, things coming to light, adapt, change, heal. Your next, ooh, twin flames. Wow. Which of those are kind of being lighthearted, and then twin flame energy is like, yeah. That's an interesting dichotomy of energies, right? Feeling something so intense. We'll find out though, because we're talking about actions here. Your next action towards pile 3, please. Did something flip over? Yeah, it did. The golden mirror. Interesting. This is, okay, this is kind of a thing for you, pile 3. This is a heads up for you. Be very careful on, your person may try to surrender to this connection, okay? And the intensity between the two of you, it is showing up as a twin flame dynamic. Now, if you don't really buy into the twin flame dynamic, this is just an indication that there are feelings here that have never been experienced before in this connection, okay? This can also indicate that your person allowing themselves to go to a depth with you in this connection that they never allowed themselves to go to before. But there's almost a caution here for you, pile 3, to be very careful about allowing yourself to get swept up in it, because it feels like your person may get in over their heads before they're ready. Okay, it's not that the feelings isn't there and that the intensity isn't there. They may not be ready for it, and they may get triggered by it. Okay, because they haven't addressed these trust issues yet. They haven't addressed the underlying attachment wound or the abandonment wound, what have you. And it may go back into, you know, a one-sided relationship. So just be very careful with that, okay? Pile 3, we're going to go ahead and end your reading there. I hope that it resonated. Thank you so much for hanging out with me again today. If it resonated, make sure you're taking the time to smash the like button for me. It's a wonderful way to energetically donate to the channel. Comment below. Let me know what pile you picked. Let me know how it resonated. Hit that subscribe button to become part of the family, along with the notification bell, so you don't miss a reading or an upload. And I will see, or I should say, an announcement. Okay, don't miss a reading or an announcement. And I will see you guys at your next pick a card love reading by pile 3.